Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Wednesday, August 5th. Quite a few impacts coming in. A low pressure system approaching from the west will increase southwest winds across our southern areas with extremely low humidities. These are areas that currently have ongoing large fires. Further north, instability with this low will trigger late day and mostly overnight lightning with only light precipitation across parts of southern Idaho, maybe far northwest Nevada. We see that same pattern tomorrow as the strong winds gusting up to 40 miles per hour shifts into eastern Great Basin, also across the Snake River Plain with still a lightning threat tomorrow. So a very busy 2 days. So some locally gusty winds on Friday in the Snake River Plain. Looking at yesterday, we did have a handful of strikes in northern Idaho. There was a little bit of precipitation with it. Existing fires in the red, ongoing fires in the yellow. We have fire activity in just about every quadrant of the Great Basin. Observed precipitation of the past 7 days, mostly in the north. And this is actually percent of normal here. You can see how much below normal a large portion of the geographic area is, especially southern areas going up into southern Idaho and even western Idaho up in the Payette National Forest. That is reflected in our ERC values, 90th to 97th percentiles, even record levels where you see the purple, and we're starting to see the 80th to 90th percentiles creep up into central Idaho as well. 100-hour fuel is a good indicator of fire potential in the Great Basin. You can see our lowest values below 5% all across the Nevada, Utah, Arizona Strip into southern Idaho, and only fractionally higher after that. A lot of our live fuel moisture is also extremely dry here in central northern Utah, down below 100, more like in the 50 to 60% range. Anything below 100 shows extreme fire behavior. Near 50 could be exceptional fire behavior, so that is that. Here's a low pressure system forming off the California coast. Not much cloud cover with it now, but we'll start seeing some of this instability cloud cover expand northwards into Idaho later today. In the drier sector, we expect this to cause more winds out of the southwest across our southern areas. So for that, we have a high risk for lightning late today, but more especially tonight across areas in the red here, whereas areas shaded in the orange is where we are expecting strong winds of 30-35 miles per hour with single-digit humidity. You see that drier air punching in into our southern areas. You see that moisture by this evening developing across parts of southwest Idaho and maybe into far northern Nevada. Precipitation, you can see little pin drops here on the left. A signature of dry lightning, not much rain reaching the ground, but there could be some lightning where you see some of these pin drops through here. And areas in the orange on the right-hand side indicate gusts over 30 miles per hour. We have high risk for both lightning and wind on the right-hand side for tomorrow as that low shifts eastward. See that drier air punching in with strong upper-level southwest winds. You see lingering moisture across parts of Idaho. Again, there is the moisture. Up north, a little bit mix of wet and dry. You see the winds here on the right, even stronger. Areas in the purple gusting near 40 miles per hour, but anywhere in that enhanced orange, combination of strong winds, low humidity. Looks like the low lifts out. We have a zonal flow, but back to seasonable conditions on Friday. See things drying out. You see the humidity, again, single digits in the south, teens to the north, winds diminishing, just your typical 10 to 20 mile an hour winds in the south. A little gustier in the Snake River Plain. 3-day precipitation totals are just very light and scant here across Idaho, otherwise non-existent. Monsoon non-existent. Further down the road, Saturday, we have a weak low forming through here, otherwise drier air coming in, seasonal. You can see on the right-hand side how much of our area goes into the brown, just about all of it by Sunday. And then Monday, all areas are basically as critical as they can get. No significant winds or lightning just yet. On Tuesday, there is a weak trough of low pressure coming in from the Pacific Northwest, which could bring some isolated thunderstorms, but this is way down the road. But until then, all areas in our geographic area stay critical. Deep monsoon remains well south of us, and the 8 to 14-day outlook shows no relief. Drier than normal across our southern areas in the Four Corners, which normally would have abundant monsoon moisture by now. Otherwise normal further north. A little cooler than normal here in our northern and central areas. That's indicative of low pressure troughs crossing through, probably causing more wind and maybe some lightning for our northern and central areas. That concludes our briefing. Have a great day.